Welcome back again. Now this different topic for you, bit interesting. Here we are going to recall some of the new things and making you understand some more interesting facts. Let us recall what we studied in the last videos. These are the neutralization, neutral substances, then types of acids, the organic and the mineral acid, then the strong acid and the weak acid, and the acid rain. Now in this we are going to study the strong and the weak base. Earlier what we studied? The strong and the weak acid. Acid that are also of the two types and base are also of the two types, that may be strong and that may be weak. Difference between acid and the bases, again we are recalling it here, and neutralization in everyday life. The activities that we are doing in a day-to-day life for the neutralization. And lastly, something about the salts. Now let us see strong and the weak base. Previous slides we discussed about the acid that is strong and the weak. Now let us discuss more about the bases that are strong and the weak. Strong and the weak base. Strong bases, they ionize fully. What is the difference over here? That those bases which are strong, they will ionize fully. Ionize the positive and the negative ions, as in the acids H positive and Cl negative, and the base sodium hydroxide, the sodium positive and OH negative. These positive and negative ions, they both dissociate completely, they both separate completely. They are the strong bases. Example, sodium hydroxide, sodium phosphate, barium hydroxide and calcium hydroxide. Whereas the weak base, that does not ionize fully as compared to the strong bases. They can't dissociate, they can't separate fully into positive and negative ions. Example are ammonia, potassium carbonate and sodium carbonate. This is about the strong and the weak bases. Here you need to understand what is the phenomena behind it. That we are saying the strong and weak base. The base, that is a substance that dissociates in water to produce OH negative ions. If I mix the base solution, say for example sodium hydroxide is a base. If I mix this with the water, what is going to happen? It will produce the OH negative ion. You can see over here sodium hydroxide, it will dissociate completely into sodium, it will separate sodium and the hydroxide, OH negative. That means positive and negative fully dissociated. Magnesium hydroxide MH2 positive, that means 2 positive ion. In higher classes you are going to see this is the valency, how it dissociate. Here need to understand only the dissociation. The strong base is one which dissociates almost completely in water. What is the strong base? How the base is said strong? If separate completely in the water, that is the strong base, and give the OH negative, that is NaOH negative. And the weak is one which only partially dissociate, that is in case of the water. You can see over here that magnesium 2 positive and 2 OH negative. Here partially dissociation is there of the ions, but here the complete dissociation, complete separation. This states that is the Arrhenius base, the function over. Next is strong bases and the weak bases, the examples I am going to tell you. This is the sodium hydroxide, potassium hydroxide, that is a strong base. Now sodium hydroxide, do you know the another name of this? That is caustic soda, that is being used in home also. Potassium hydroxide, that is caustic potash. Caustic means corrosive, corrosive or burning, that's the name caustic potash, and these are dangerous bases. Those who are categorized in the strong bases, please note it down over here that these are dangerous bases which can burn your skin and it should be handled with care. Whereas the weak base, as the name suggests, it's weak. It is not dissociating completely. It is not the power to fight with the water. So here the calcium hydroxide, the ammonium hydroxide, sodium carbonate, magnesium hydroxide and sodium hydrogen carbonate. These are the examples of the weak bases. Here you need to recall all these to memorize these when it is asked to you as an example. And you must know why they are known as strong and why they are known as a weak. So here the calcium hydroxide and the ammonium hydroxide, sodium carbonate, we say that these are weak bases, but their solutions are unsafe to drink. We are saying that they are weak. It doesn't mean that you drink or you just try it or you taste it. Otherwise, these are also unsafe to drink. On another hand, the weak base, magnesium hydroxide, this is weak, this is safe to drink. Do you know where we are using? You can check at your home that used in the milk of magnesia and other indigestion mixtures, and sodium hydrogen carbonate, which is also a weak base, and it is used as antacid to cure the digestion. When you are suffering from acidity, at that time we are using this. So recall it again, the acid and the base. In a quick recap, acid sour in taste, base bitter, acid soapy to touch, bases feel soapy to touch. These are not feel soapy to touch. These are not soapy, these are soapy. And the acid here, blue litmus to red, as red for the acid, acids are dangerous. And bases, B for base, B for blue, that is the red litmus turned to the blue, that is of base. This is what the difference about it. This is the slide which need you to recall again. The same things are over here. Acid, they release the H positive, but bases release OH negative when they are mixed in the water. And salts, they both positive and negative dissociation is there. And the acids, they turn blue to red, and bases red litmus to blue, and salts no effect with the litmus paper. Here, what is the pH of acid? pH is the full form of pH is power of hydrogen. So then don't confuse, you must know what the meaning of pH is. pH is power of hydrogen, and power of hydrogen H positive is more in acids, and these are value is less than 7. If the pH is less than 7, that is 0, 1, 2, 3, 4 up to 6 and 6.5, that is acid in nature. 7, they are the neutral, and the pH value greater than 7, that is 8, 9, 10, whatever above 7, that is categorized as a basis. And the salts pH is power of hydrogen is 7. This is what the indicators, different type of indicators we study. Turmeric, this you need to recall again that turmeric, I am having this in my hand, this color, what color it will give you with acid? This is the acetic acid, vinegar. If I mix this, same yellow color with the acid, and on the other hand, if I treat with the litmus paper, this acid, you can see the red color. Next, turmeric with the base. As this was our base solution, this was the base solution, and I mix with this, this will turn red to the turmeric litmus paper, turmeric paper. So here you understand that turmeric, this was the indicator paper that we use for our experiment, that this will remain yellow in case of acid, and it will convert to red in case of bases. And litmus, it will convert into red in acid and blue in case of base. Hibiscus, red color with acid and green with the base. Phenolphthalein with acid, it gives the colorless, as we have seen. I treat this with phenolphthalein, this is colorless, and I when treat with the base, it gives the pink color in case of phenolphthalein. Bromophenol blue, it's another one indicator. It gives yellow color with acid and blue color with the base. I think you recall again what we have studied before. So neutralization in everyday life, that you must also know what are these indigestion that is caused by the acidity, and when you eat something that is unhealthy, it increases the acidity in the stomach. Treatment of ant sting, when ant sting, what happens to you? reducing the too acidic or too basic nature of soil, and treatment of the factory waste. These are the few things that we are studying in everyday life. Now the pH that we are talking about again and again, do you know it plays an important role? How? In our digestive system, what is present? Even in the previous chapter we have studied, that was hydrochloric acid that is produced by our stomach. Do you know what is the function of it? It helps in the digestion of the food without causing any harm to the stomach. As you will say that HCl, hydrochloric acid, it is very dangerous, but that acid is a mineral acid. But this acid, that is the weak acid present in the stomach, helps in the digestion process, digestion of the food. But when the amount of the acid goes beyond the limit, certain times or certain limit it is increased. Sometimes you feel some sort of burning sensation, pain in the stomach, indigestion. What is the cause of it? Because the acidity level has increased. Why it increased, do you know? Because you have eaten the unhealthy food, the junk food, the already acid is present in the stomach. But when you eat the junk food, it increases the acidic level, acidity in the stomach. That's why you feel the pain and some sort of a sensation in the stomach due to the increase in the acidity level of the pH level is increased in the stomach. That is the indigestion we are saying. So the irritation and pain in the stomach occurs. So I think you must avoid now, don't eat the junk food, eat healthy and at a proper time. Now what is neutralization? This we have studied, but something more, that it's neutral on the pH. pH is 7, and do you know how the equation is? Acid and alkali, they both, that means base, gives you salt and water, and it gives the green color. Example, hydrochloric acid, sodium hydroxide give you sodium, chloride, salt and water. And how do you achieve the neutral solution? By adding the acid and alkali together. When I mix this alkali, the base solution with the acid, then I am going to get this neutral solution. And in this, salt and the water is there. And the examples of neutralization in day-to-day life, that is fertilizers, bees, wasps, sting and the antacid tablets. Neutralization in everyday life, that HCl we have studied, antacids are used during indigestion, that is milk of magnesia, and it contains magnesium hydroxide which will neutralize the effect of excessive acid that is being increased in the stomach. And then ant bite, when the ant bite on the skin, what happened? The acidic liquid, formic acid, that is being inserted into the skin by the ant, and its effect is neutralized by rubbing. What you can rub over there? Baking powder, that is baking soda you can rub on the skin. If ant bite and sting, then you rub the baking soda, that is sodium hydrogen carbonate. And calamine solution is also being used, that contain the zinc carbonate, that will neutralize the formic acid, the sting of the ant, and you will not feel the burning sensation or itching. Here what is this? This is the dock leaves and the nettles. When these are being used, because the nettle, the slug, the caterpillar, when it sting, some sort of irritation you feel, there is a bandage that you use this plant, then it can be cured. Soil treatment, it is not that I have shown you that this soil is neutral, but this can be acidic or basic due to some of the different changes as due to the increase in the pollutant in the environment. So there is need to treat the soil. How we can do that? The chemicals are being added when soil is acidic. If the pH level is more, it is treated with the base. If it is acidic, we are going to treat with base, that is a quicklime or calcium hydroxide. And what is another? Calcium lime, calcium, that is slaked lime, calcium hydroxide. Remember this name. I can ask you that if the soil is acidic, which base you are going to add? That is a quicklime and slaked lime. And if soil is basic in nature, organic matter we need to add into it. If it is basic in nature, organic matter, why? Organic matter that are present in the manure, naturally occurring, these will release the acids and which will neutralize the basic nature of the soil. Ultimately, we will get the neutral soil. This is how they have treated the soil, that when soil are too acidic, that is due to the result of acid rain, and they were treated with slaked lime, chalk or quicklime or alkalis, the another name base, and they make the neutral. And factory waste also, many of the factories are passing out the effluents from the factory, the waste as such into the water, but some of the under the government, they are being, before emission to the water resources, they are being treated, they are being checked whether they are acidic or basic, they are once made neutral and then they are released. These liquid waste from the factories is often acidic and they reaches the river, destroy the aquatic system over there, kill the sea life and many other forms. So, neutralizing the waste with slaked lime and prevent this. This is what we have done in case of different, this is, you can see neutralization in daily life as we have observed that what is going to happen over here, this person is suffering from the pain and he is getting the antacids. Next is the salts. Salt, any ionic compound which is not an acid or a base. Whatever the ionic compound is there which is not acid, which is not considered as acid, not as a base, these are sodium chloride, magnesium fluoride and the copper sulfate. Salts, these are formed when? Did you recall? When the acid and base react with each other, salt is the product and the water. The acid will react with base in which process? That is a neutralization. Now, acid, sulfuric acid, magnesium hydroxide, the base, it will form a magnesium sulfate, which is what? Ultimately the salt, and the water is released. Now, the salts are made up of the positive ions. They will form the positive ions. Here, the magnesium positive, we get it from a base, that is magnesium in case of base over here, and the sulfate, that is a negative, SO4 negative, this sulfate we get from the acid. Next, rule for naming the salts. As you have seen, the magnesium hydroxide, calcium chloride, we are naming all these. Do you know there is a formula behind it? What is it? See, the acid and the base, they react. What is the product? The salt and the water. Have you seen the first part of the salt, that this here, the salt which is formed, the first part that comes from the base and the second part that comes from the acid. Here you can see that the hydrochloric acid always gives us the chloride salt. Sulfuric acid, sulfate, nitric acid, nitrate. So, these are some examples that from base we get the first part and from acid second part, and combining these two we get the name of the salt. This is what the acid and base, we get the salt, but need to understand that there are different type of acid, different type of base and different type of salts are also there. That means strong acid react with the strong base only. This is the reaction which is going to help you in the higher classes, that only strong acid can react with strong base and it will give you the neutral salt. And strong acid react with weak base, it will give you the acidic salt. Why acidic? Because the acid is strong over here, and when weak acid is react with the strong base, now the base is strong here. Now the salt is basic in nature. Salts, these are ionic products of an acid and base. As we have studied that acid and base react with each other, we get the positive and the negative ions from both acid and the base, and ultimately the salt is formed. In the previous slide I show you the acidic salt, basic salt and neutral salt. Now need to understand the acidic salt, these are when formed. I show you in the table also, when strong acid is there. Strong acid, that means high power of the acid, that means acidic salt. Neutral, both are strong over here. And in basic, the basic part is strong. You can recall over here that neutral salt, if you are going to test with litmus, this will not give you any effect. Neutral salt I am talking about. And the acidic salt, it will turn the litmus to the blue, blue to the red, as the acidic in nature, acid, that is for the danger, and the red sign is for the danger. Basic salt, this will give you the red to the blue, B for blue and the B for the base. This is all about that we have studied over here in this chapter. Meet you soon for the next few videos, and I think you just come to know that what is an acid, what is a base, and what are the salts. These are the things that we have studied here in the acid, bases and salts, different types of these, the strong, maybe the weak, and how they both react and result as the salt, the neutralization reaction. Thank you, meet you soon.